Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down the absolute top reasons why learning Portuguese in 2026 is, frankly, a massive game changer. If you're looking for that perfect language to unlock fresh global opportunities, totally deepen your cultural understanding, or even just give your brain a serious workout, well, you're in exactly the right place. Portuguese is this incredible tool that literally opens doors to experiences you'd probably never even thought possible. Let's get into it. Over 260 million. Let that sink in for a second. That is the massive global footprint of Portuguese speakers worldwide right now. To put that into perspective, it's actually the most spoken language in the entire Southern Hemisphere. So we're not talking about some niche language here. This is a massive, thriving global network. When you learn Portuguese, you aren't just memorizing vocabulary flashcards, you're instantly gaining the ability to connect with hundreds of millions of people across multiple continents. Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to break the benefits down into 4 key areas today: culture and travel, career and academics, mind and growth, and finally, the global community. Starting off with Section 1, Culture and Travel, we're exploring the Lusophone world. Portuguese isn't just confined to one tiny corner of the map. It's the official language of several incredibly diverse, vibrant nations. We're talking Portugal, Brazil, Mozambique, Angola. Achieving fluency here really acts like an immersive passport. It lets you dive headfirst into their unique traditions, the dances, the rich histories, all in a way that just isn't possible if you're stuck relying on a clunky translation app on your phone. Picture this for a second. Imagine strolling through the beautiful, historic, winding cobblestone streets of Lisbon. Now, contrast that with the vibrant, pulsing energy and sun-drenched beaches of Rio de Janeiro. Or maybe the breathtaking, lush green landscapes of São Miguel and the Azores. Speaking the native tongue completely transforms how you experience these stunning destinations. You're no longer just a passive observer. You're effortlessly chatting with locals, uncovering hidden gems, and turning a standard vacation into a genuinely unforgettable adventure. And honestly, it goes so much deeper than just asking for directions to the nearest bathroom. We're talking about feeling the deeply emotional, mesmerizing Portuguese music of fado, or getting swept up in the infectious rhythm of Brazilian samba. Understanding the language connects you directly to the stories woven into these traditions. Plus, let's talk about the food. Whether you're savoring a rich, hearty Brazilian feijoada or biting into a perfectly crisp, sweet Portuguese pastel de nata, well, let's be real. Your appreciation of these flavors is just better when you can order them like a local. Moving right along to Section 2, Career and Academics, or as I like to call it, the professional edge. As the saying goes, businesses are expanding across borders. And in our hyper-interconnected economy, finding a way to stand out in the job market is absolutely crucial. Portuguese proficiency is a massive differentiator here. If you're eyeing highly competitive fields like international trade, tourism, diplomacy, or translation services, knowing this language gives you a tangible, serious advantage. It basically screams to employers that you're globally minded and ready to build relationships in some majorly important emerging and established markets. And for all the students and researchers tuning in, Portuguese offers some entirely unique advantages. If you're studying linguistics, international relations, or cultural studies, knowing Portuguese enriches your academic experience tremendously. It lets you actually engage with primary sources directly, understand geopolitical dynamics in Lusophone regions firsthand. And, this is huge, it opens up entirely new, way less crowded avenues for groundbreaking research. Beyond the classroom, learning the language gives you direct, untranslated access to some of the world's most famous literary works and influential artists. Just imagine watching a cinematic masterpiece like City of God without ever glancing down at the subtitles, or reading Fernando Pessoa exactly the way he wrote it. Literature, cinema, music, they hold such a special place in the global cultural scene, and they are always, always best appreciated in their raw original form. No meaning lost in translation. All right, Section 3, Mind and Growth. Let's look at the cognitive and personal benefits. Now, what's really interesting here is that Portuguese belongs to the Romance language family. That means it shares common historical roots with Spanish, French, Italian, and Romanian. Because of this, learning Portuguese acts as a total linguistic gateway. If you already know a little Spanish or French, Portuguese is going to be significantly easier to pick up. And on the flip side, once you master Portuguese, you've just built a rock-solid foundation that makes learning those other Romance languages a whole lot faster. It's like a 2-for-1 deal. Beyond just the linguistics, let's talk about your brain health. Language learning delivers some absolutely incredible cognitive enhancements. We're talking proven, measurable improvements in memory, much sharper problem-solving skills, and a noticeably greater ability to multitask. Scientific studies consistently show that learning a language gives your brain a rigorous, heavy-duty workout. Bilingual individuals even tend to exhibit better cognitive health as they age. So you aren't just learning how to order a coffee in Lisbon, you're actively investing in the long-term health and agility of your own brain. And we definitely have to celebrate the immense personal growth that happens along the way. Look, mastering a new language requires serious dedication. It's tough, but as you push through those daily challenges, you build incredible resilience and self-confidence. When you finally have that first truly meaningful conversation in Portuguese, man, that sense of accomplishment is just unmatched. Plus, because language and culture are so deeply intertwined, you naturally develop this high degree of cultural sensitivity, picking up on nuanced social norms that help you navigate the world with real respect and empathy. Which brings us to Section 4, Global Community, Connecting the World. And this brilliantly illustrates one of the best parts of the journey. You do not have to do this in a vacuum. You instantly plug into a worldwide community of fellow learners and native speakers. In fact, you can start today. Join online forums, attend local or virtual language exchange meetups, and jump into dedicated social media groups. These platforms are incredibly supportive environments where you can practice, ask questions, share your struggles, because we all have them, and celebrate your wins with fellow Portuguese enthusiasts all over the globe. Now, this is a point I really want to drive home. You can absolutely impress locals with genuine interactions. And no, you do not need to be perfect to make a massive impact. Native speakers in Portuguese-speaking countries are famously warm. They are so appreciative of anyone just making the effort to communicate in their language. Even if you completely stumble over your phrasing or totally butcher the pronunciation, that genuine attempt breaks down barriers instantly. It leads to authentic smiles, unmatched hospitality, and interactions you'll remember for the rest of your life. Ultimately, this whole community aspect leads to a much broader, deeper goal, embracing linguistic diversity. Every single language out there offers a totally unique perspective on the world. By learning Portuguese, you aren't just memorizing a new dictionary, you're gaining entirely new ways to express ideas, new frameworks for perceiving reality, and a totally fresh lens through which to view your own life. This expanded worldview sparks immense personal creativity and broadens your horizons in ways you probably won't even anticipate when you first start out. Finally, Section 5, Start Your Journey. Let's talk about the ultimate value here. As our source material at Lingualid points out so perfectly, the decision to learn Portuguese goes way, way beyond simply acquiring a new skill to slap on a resume. At its core, it is a journey of self-discovery, cultural exploration, and personal growth. The benefits are holistically transformative. I mean, from literally rewiring your brain and accelerating your career to opening up entire continents of vibrant culture and connecting you with a massive global network, the return on your time investment is absolutely staggering. Which leaves us with one very simple, provocative question. So why wait? The opportunities are right there waiting to be unlocked. If you've ever had even a passing interest in Portuguese, let this explainer be your catalyst. The path is clear, the benefits are completely undeniable, and the Lusophone world is ready to welcome you with open arms. Embark on this exciting adventure today and see exactly where Portuguese fluency can take you.